What's up, guys? Today we are going to talk about Destiny as a whole, starting from the beginning to Beyond Light. Also, how I was really invested into the game. Let's get started. When I first started Destiny, I had no idea what to expect. I never saw gameplay nor trailers. So how did I get heavily into it? Well, long story short, my PlayStation 3 wouldn't turn on anymore. Every time I hit the power button, a yellow light would start blinking. So my dad and I went to Walmart and they were selling two PS3s. One of them only had 12 gigabytes of storage, while the other had 500 gigabytes. I was planning to only get 12 gigabytes because the only game I played at the time was Call of Duty. But my dad insisted on getting the 500 gigabyte version. We bought the 500 gigabyte version, and with it came with a free game, and that game was Destiny. I didn't even touch that game for a whole month after getting the PS3, until one day I decided to give it a try. You had a choice of becoming 3 different guardians: a Titan, a Hunter, and a Warlock. My first character ever on Destiny was an awoken male hunter. After I created my character, a cutscene began. A ship was heading towards Mars, and out came 3 astronauts with auto rifles. They wandered around Mars for a while, where they suddenly stumbled across the Traveler, a giant sphere in the sky that gave life to the ghosts and gave power to the Guardians. That power was the light, and then the screen transitioned to the title of the game.
We called it the Traveler, and its arrival changed us forever. Great cities were built on Mars and Venus. Mercury became a garden world. Human lifespan tripled. It was a time of miracles. We stared out at the galaxy and knew that it was our destiny to walk in the light of other stars. But the Traveler had an enemy, a darkness which had hunted it for eons across the black gulfs of space. Centuries after our golden age began, this darkness found us. And that was the end of everything. But it was also a beginning.
So, after the cutscene, your ghost, which is your little companion, revives you and tells you that you have been dead for a long time. You then try to look for a weapon before the Fallen find you, which is one of the enemies you face throughout the game.
Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian. It worked. You're alive. You don't know how long I've been looking for you. I'm a ghost. Actually, now I'm your ghost. And you, well, you've been dead a long time. So you're gonna see a lot of things you won't understand. This is Fallen territory. We aren't safe here. I have to get you to the city. Hold still. Don't worry, I'm still with you. We need to move. Fast.
I immediately got hooked. If I remember correctly, I never got back into Call of Duty after Destiny. As a new player, there was so much to do and places to explore. The scenery was amazing even on a PlayStation 3. After the first mission, you are taken to a social space called the Tower. In the tower, you see other guardians with you, and you can also inspect their gear, and you can see what they have. When I first started, I was intimidated with their gear. In Destiny, there are 5 different rarities. White was common, green was uncommon, blue was rare, purple was legendary, and gold was exotic. Over time, getting the blues and purples was quite easy. Getting exotics though was very exciting. When I got my first exotic, I was so happy. It felt rewarding because back then exotics were actually good. The one exotic that was sought after the most was the Gallahorn. The Gallahorn is a rocket launcher that had tracking and Wolfpack rounds. The Wolfpack rounds, when fired, split into cluster missiles upon detonation. It was extremely overpowered and extremely rare. One of, if not, the most rare exotic in the game. There are actually videos on YouTube of people getting the Gallahorn and screaming of excitement. In Destiny, you can patrol the planets, do strikes, which is pretty much boss fights. There is the Crucible, which is multiplayer PvP, and there were the raids, which you need 6 people to complete. At the tower, I often went up to people and danced, until one day I met my first fireteam squad. I won't say their names, but they really showed me and taught me pretty much everything I know about Destiny 1. They taught me how to do Vault of Glass, which was Destiny's first raid. I completed my first Nightfall strike, which was pretty much a normal strike, but the enemies were more powerful and there were modifiers. But once you complete the Nightfall, you get legendary armor and a chance of getting exotics. I started playing with this fire team every single day, from the beginning of Destiny to Crota's End and to the House of Wolves. But when Taken King came out, I never heard from them again. And now we talk about the Taken King expansion. The Taken King introduced new enemies called the Taken. The Taken are darkness-corrupted entities originating from multiple species that have been warped into the Ascended Plane, casually altered to serve their given purpose. The Taken King also released new subclasses for all 3 Guardians. There was a new area to explore called the Dreadnought, which was Oryx's ship. Oryx was the main villain of this expansion and the raid boss. For me personally, Destiny was at its peak. I'm on Destiny 24/7 every day. Even when my old fire team never got on, I met a new one. I was doing an exotic sword quest when I stumbled upon 2 other guardians doing the same thing. We added each other and I finally had a fire team again. Also, I should mention I got a PS4 when Taken King came out. We played every single day. After school, I got right back onto Destiny, and this time I showed them how to play Destiny. We did everything together from PvP to raids, you name it. The new area was also massive. I literally spent 3 hours straight exploring the Dreadnought, and I haven't even been to the summoning room yet, which is an area where you try to get an artifact. There were secret platforms where if you find the right path, it would lead to a chest that has a chance to drop an exotic. After the Taken King, a new expansion came out called the Rise of Iron. I would say personally, Rise of Iron was the beginning of the downfall of Destiny. There are great things about this expansion, but the new area wasn't all that exciting to me. Some parts of the area we've already been to, it's just covered in snow. Also, remember when I said the Gallahorn was a really rare exotic? Well, you were able to get it if you pre-ordered Rise of Iron, which to me loses its value of even having it anymore. Xur, which is a person who sells exotics and only arrives on Fridays and Saturdays, sold the Gjallarhorn once, very early at the beginning of Destiny 1, so people didn't even know how good this weapon was back then. Xur did sell the Gjallarhorn again, but he sold it at the last few weeks of Destiny 1. But there was an exotic quest that was very difficult at the time, and the weapon was called the Outbreak Prime. I'm not going to go into detail about the quest, but trust me, it's pretty difficult. Rise of Iron also released a new raid where you fight against Siva, which is also a new enemy type. My fire team were able to complete this raid, but after that, we stopped playing Destiny for a while. We started playing games like GTA and Call of Duty again, and then Destiny 2 came out. For most of my time playing Destiny 2, I was by myself. I was on PC now, and I didn't have any friends to play with, so I couldn't do nightfalls or raids anymore. All I could really do was complete the story, and that's it. My fire team didn't even play Destiny 2 on the PS4. As of today, I have never done a raid on Destiny 2. I only played with one friend at the time, and he didn't even like Destiny 2. He said the armor does not look cool anymore, and he's right, but I can no longer convince any one of my friends to play Destiny 2 with me anymore. I stopped playing Destiny for a year, until Forsaken came out. Forsaken came out, and to be honest, I don't really know much about it. I've only done the campaign missions and a few quests, but that is pretty much it. I have never done the raid for Forsaken, and I'm still pretty much by myself. And once again, I stopped playing Destiny until Shadowkeep came out. When I got Shadowkeep for the first time, nostalgia hit me hard. It's pretty much going down memory lane. Going back to the moon and remembering all the fun I had with my fire team, loot caves, there was nothing like that. But yet again, I only did the campaign for Shadowkeep, and I didn't get to do the raid nor the dungeons mode. But for some reason, I still played Destiny this time. And now we are at Beyond Light, where Destiny is currently at. We finally are able to harness the power of the darkness and use the new abilities, but yet again, I have only done the campaign and not any of the new raids. Destiny is a game where you most definitely need a group of people to play with. Playing the game solo is not enjoyable in my opinion, unless you do the campaigns. And I feel like Bungie should stop making exotics easy to get. The season pass exotic weapon should always be at rank 100 and not early on if you buy the season pass. And exotic weapons need to be powerful. There's not a single exotic weapon that I know of that is something like the Gjallarhorn. I'm not saying bring the Gjallarhorn back, I'm saying make something new and make it extremely powerful and extremely rare. And don't put it in a quest, it has to be obtainable through nightfalls or raids, so that people would want to get on and hope to get the weapon. And the social spaces like the tower should be open mics that we can actually talk and see if anyone needs help. Me currently, I have no idea what weapons are good anymore for both PvE and PvP. If anyone wants to help me out, please don't hesitate on leaving a comment. Well, that is all I have for you guys today. I want this game to succeed, and I won't stop playing this game. And I will be playing the Witch Queen when it comes out. If you did watch all the way to the end, that is truly amazing because I literally started my channel 2 days ago and I'm literally nobody, so I don't even know how you even found this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you Saturday. Peace.